12. Jamie's a little dark.
Am I?
Yeah, a little dark, Jamie.
Ron looks like he's in a hotel. Like
Well, this is just my home.
He's in the Days Inn.
This is where I live, bro.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see the wedding picture.
There's the one.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, yeah, we
Can't
are.
tell Jamie got a little glare, but he's hiding that.
Yeah, Jamie, that light behind you is
Okay.
looking like you're coming from heaven.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, and just like normal, we'll do Jamie's 2 segments, show 1 and 2, and then we'll let Roan and Prime do show 1 and 2, the back end. We only have 1 Pepsi segment, and we'll do that right after we let Jamie go. And yeah, whenever you're ready, Coach.
Okay, what's this? Right.
So this is the Pepsi. So this is all you have to read.
Is this at the top of this wing?
This is right after we let Jamie go.
Oh, it's afterward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Show 1. All righty. Welcome to 21st and Prime. Jamie, Dukes, Ron. Lot to talk about, lot to deal with, lot of emotions, lot of passion, lot of disappointment. Let's just jump into it. Sponsored by Heineken 00 and 0 alcohol, 69 calories, and maybe the first time that I wanted to partake in the alcohol. Okay, part of it. Right after the game. Truly.
that's understandable. That's 100% understandable. That doesn't mean that we stray away from the Heineken, though. The Heineken 00 is a way of life. That's what got us here. We're gonna dance with the one that brought us, and that's Heineken 00. Like you said, no alcohol, 69 calories. It's a no-brainer. Right. And now let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Coach, thoughts. First thought. First of all, wait. Sorry. Give you a breather. Congratulations on an amazing season. And you can do whatever you want to say with that, but I'm just saying I know how you are. But
it's amazing.
Amazing. I mean, because it wasn't about football, but people looked at it as being about football. That's what they don't understand, is that it wasn't about football. Football was the catalyst for change.
Well, so when they see the documentary, when they see our documentary, when does it air?
We're still figuring out.
In February. Somebody somewhere in February, right in Super Bowl. When they see all the challenges and the trials and tribulations that we fought through and came through and still made it that far, they're going to appreciate the journey. Truly. They're going to really appreciate the journey.
Yeah, it was an incredible game to watch, and it was a packed week. A lot was going on. You had a lot of different people in the building. Gilly and Wallow were with you. But if we're just talking about your personal journey, the fact that before the game you took those 3 steps, I feel like that was a pretty big moment. Yeah. They said 10% is what you told us.
I just wanted 1 step, but I felt good. I really felt good. And
why didn't you hold the hand up? I didn't understand that.
I feel like a victory, man, because I went 2 more. And that's what I try to teach our kids. Guys, don't just do enough. Do more than enough. Do more than enough. If we tell you to do 3 gases on your own on the off season, or do 5. Just always do more.
Tell your nephew that.
Yeah,
that's your nephew.
Jamie, that. But that's how I'm programmed, to just do more than enough. And I see you can't explain the 2 steps and the 3 steps until the doc comes out, till everyone knows truly the journey, what I've gone through, the trials, because they don't know. They don't know yet.
If we want to get into the nitty gritty of the game, an opponent of yours tried to steal one of your moves, and you just gave him the applause. You didn't give him too much of a hard time when he tried to hit the step.
Let me tell you something. I love these kids on both teams. I want these kids to shine. Yeah, certainly I don't want to lose. You know that, because I'm a winner. I'm a bona fide winner day in and day out. But when these kids are shining, we're shining. The HBCUs are shining. Like, we're glowing right now. You see that Christmas tree behind you, Ron? That's how we're lit up right now. We're lit like the young folks.
Across the country.
We're lit across the country. So I applaud him, man. They got a highly ranked cornerback. I applauded him after the game. I said that guy should be a pro, and I'm not lying. He should be a pro. And it was just a wonderful game. They coached his butt off. They played their butts off. I felt like we played our worst game of the season, and we didn't have answers for certain things that they did. But I'm happy that it was a wonderful event. Our kids had a great time, except for the end. But I'm happy with everything, man. I really am. It was a blessed year.
Urban Meyer, Jacksonville. What the?
You gotta, guys. See, I look at things differently.
That's what I'm.
And I'm not giving them a pass. You know, I look at it differently. I almost think that Urban Meyer tried to get fired.
Hey, man. Hey.
See, y'all looking at it totally different.
No,
like I look at it like this is a man who got into something, who thought it was going to be something else. But right in the middle, he said, you know what, man? My life was much better on the other side of this. Doing television, I could go to college. I don't have time for this. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I don't have time for this. And if I get out the right way.
No, coach. Oh, no. Not this. He.
What you mean he?
He. The quarterback. Come on. The quarterback and what I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
Bobby Petrino. This trick has been done before. This trick has been done before.
Okay. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's focus on Urban Meyer. Right. I really think he wanted out.
Yes.
I don't think he didn't get. I don't think he got fired. I think he got blessed.
Yes.
I really do. He got blessed. So you gonna fire me and you gonna have to pay me
No, they got calls. No. They'll call. He got called. They're gonna have calls. He's gonna let them tap out. Here's what's gonna happen. Remember now, and let's go to old Mel Tucker. Just old Mel. Here's why. So he gets fired, he's gonna let them go. And they're gonna wash that. He's gonna go back to Fox. Fox gonna pay him 2-3 for a year. And then he's going to get him a $95 million contract at one of these colleges.
Jamie, you're forgetting. When you get fired as an NFL coach, you still get your contract. His contract is guaranteed.
But they're fighting to not give it to him. I
know that. But what I'm saying,
you think he's going to get it?
They're going to meet in the middle. And if you just say the contract is worth $50 million. If you meet in the middle, you walk away with 25 for 1 year of work. Okay. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
I don't think Shad's going to let off for that, though.
But how can you not? You fired him.
Because of cause. They have enough cause. See, when you get fired for cause, you go.
What was the cause?
Cause is like the girl situation, not representing the.
Yeah, but he
kicking the player. Oh, stop right there.
Kicking the player. Coach after that. If you wanted the cause then, you should have caused then.
No. Right today. In other words, it culminated. But the kicking of that player, the kicker, that is what's going to be the cause for him that he has no defense. But he's still all right because, again, he's going to Fox for a year.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
He's going to be all right. But
I think he tried to get out. Now
I got a question about the kicker situation. Now, I was talking to some of my friends, football players, and I said that's kind of crazy that he kicked the kicker. Like, that's a grown man. You can't kick him. But they were all like, they said, I've had football coaches who have done way worse to me, who have beat me up, who have said all kinds of crazy stuff. Is that just a football thing?
Wrong. He kicked a kicker. He didn't kick the defensive tackle, did he? He didn't kick.
What kick was it? Like, we gotta stop now. It wasn't no kick like a mule, like a donkey, like a horse. It wasn't that kind of kick. Y'all acting like he kicked him like a mule. He didn't do that. He probably went by when they were stretching lines and just, let me get my other leg up. He just tapped him a little bit. Yeah, that's all that probably was. And the kicker took it hard because he's a kicker. And he was sensitive because he wasn't making his kicks. That's probably what happened. Hey, I'm not buying into he kicked him like he gushed a mule or something like that. Y'all got to stop that, man.
It made it seem like it was a Chuck Norris kick. I thought he came with the roundhouse.
Like it was a Claude Van Damme kick. Like it Come on, man. Y'all got to stop that. It was not, like it was usually kicked. Like he went through this. Yeah, it's like y'all got to stop that foolishness, man.
That kid got him fired. Coach, COVID. Hello, it just popped up.
What's going? Yeah, I just wonder how COVID keep popping up, like it's a bill. Straight up, COVID is popping up like right now at the end of the month, like it's a bill. Like, okay, hey man, you know that bill right here. You need to pay that bill. I don't understand this, man. I'm praying for people. I'm fasting for people. Lord, please bless our people. My son Shiloh has COVID right now.
Oh.
He says he does. He says he does. I don't believe him. I told him it was something else.
No, because here's the data that's been released.
I told him it might be something else, but it might not.
He was celebrating too hard.
Coach,
right.
You're wrong for that, Coach. You're wrong for that. No, the thing about it is it's the different variants scientifically. That you and that's the issue, is that there are different variants, and so it's a mess. And it's a mess. It's a mess.
It is.
But now
it is affecting. COVID has no respect to persons, no respect to race, no respect to anything. It's everywhere. It's unbelievable.
It does feel like it's when cops at the end of the month they give out more tickets because they have a quota. It feels like they got the quota right now, and they're trying to just get as many as they can.
Really and I'm never afraid of anything because I know God got me. But right now, I'm really protecting myself because, see, I just came off a loss of 35, 40 pounds. I can't sustain another loss.
That's correct.
I'd be Chris Rock size if I can't do it. But I did win today at 193. So I'm getting back.
Back. Whoa.
193. 193.
You were on 19 already.
I put on 10. I put on 10. Yeah. I've been eating, man. I've been eating Cracker Barrel in the morning. Ain't playing, man. Cracker Barrel in them every morning on the clock. And I eat.
My one thing about COVID, though, I don't like how the NFL has been handling it because it's been inconsistent. Because they made the rule before the year that certain teams weren't going to have to forfeit games as long as everybody was vaccinated because they would have a roster exemption. They'd allow more people onto the roster. But now, because some teams have their quarterbacks out or because they have marquee players out, they're postponing some games. They're postponing the Raiders game, even though the Raiders were completely healthy. They're postponing the Seahawks game, even though the Seahawks were completely healthy.
Ain't nobody want to see the Seahawks and the Raiders play. That's probably why they postponed the game. Ain't nobody want to see that. Now, I know they're doing that with basketball. I wasn't quite aware they're doing it with the pro football because I'm so locked into college right now. It's amazing that these pro games are being postponed, but college is still going like it ain't nothing happening. That's incredible. I don't know if that means that we're isolating our players better and checking our players or getting them vaccinated. And then I want to know, is it going down because the players aren't vaccinated?
No, the thing is, no, because there was a study that came out. I don't like to bring science in, but there was a study that came out.
You're going to do it.
Well, no, it's to support the question. So the governor of New Jersey announced just the other day they couldn't hold the information
in that state.
But basically, half the 46% of the people who tested positive have been vaccinated right now.
Yeah, I don't believe that. But
that's what the government.
All the people that got popped when we were at the bowl was unvaccinated.
46%. I'll send you the article.
I'm sending it back to you. I'm sending it back to you because I don't believe nothing coming out of New York. I don't believe nothing coming out of New York and Jersey. I don't believe nothing that's coming out of New York and Jersey. Nothing. It's been so much scandal. They should just name it Scandal. They just name it there and show Scandal. By the way,
speaking of Scandal,
did you watch Scandal? Ron, did you get into Scandal? Was Scandal?
I never watched Scandal. Was Scandal crazy? Was it scandalous?
I can't look at the world the same anymore. Jamie, did you ever watch Scandal?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I'm aware of what's going on.
What kind of stuff?
Please go binge it. Watch it.
I watched a season or two of it. Yes.
Let me tell you something, man. Like this stuff really, no one makes that stuff up. That stuff really happens. They just reenacting it. You got to watch Scandal.
What kind of stuff are we talking about?
Our country, starting from
Conspiracy?
the president down. It's unbelievable, man.
It's not conspiracy. It's no
real.
different than a locker room. What Dion knows or what I know about some of the greatest players to ever don anything that we will all take to our grave, this is just a similar reenactment in the political setting. What do you think? Why do you think the president's hairs turn white? The things that every single president,
the way
Democrat,
they take people out, Ron, is unbelievable. The way they take people out, like you got to see this stuff. Like this is some really good. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
One show that's kind of like that, House of Cards. They're like pushing people in front of trains.
Yes. Same thing. Same thing. It's just different types of stories.
Something like that now. You guys got to enlighten me. Our viewers got to enlighten me on something like that now that I can watch. Because
Succession.
now, I'm through with the game. What is it?
Succession. That's going to be right in your wheelhouse.
Succession, I hear, is real good.
Where can I find that?
It's on HBO, and it's a story about the head of a family.
How do I find it? I can't just
HBO.
No, if I want to go, so you mean that I can't binge it? Like
you can.
Like, I like Netflix stuff. Like when I can just watch it. So I can watch
HBO.
Yes, it's all out right now.
And all your TV packages, you have the ability to DVR to go directly to it and binge watch all of those on the HBO. On your phone, you could do it.
I'm not really versatile like that.
But at the crib,
Coach, you got to watch this one though. You got to watch this one because it's about the head of a family and about his 4 children that are all trying to take the throne. You might be able to relate a little bit.
I like. Well,
here's another good political one.
Ain't gonna be nothing left by the time I go. Ain't gonna be nothing left. Ain't. You're not gonna be able. There's no wheel to fight over because I'm gonna try to swipe my last credit.
You won't be able to. Don't worry about it. You won't.
As I go.
You won't. Now, Coach,
it's gonna be the last dollar.
Another one. Designated survivor. Designated survivor with what's his name? Who played in 24?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland. Designated survivor will take you right back there to where you went on the presidency.
Billionaire is great too.
Yes.
It's not Billionaire.
Billions.
No, Billionaire is great. The billion.
Billions.
Billion.
That's just my dream one day. Right. But it's billions.
You got it. Don't worry about it.
How do we get on this subject?
Jamie, we are going to get over to. I want to hear about this Michelle Tafoya situation, but before we do, I want to talk about Roman Swipes, our good buddies over at Roman Swipes.
Speaking of swipes.
Yeah, if you're trying to get your last swipe in, it doesn't matter if it's your first or your last swipe. It's got to be a Roman swipe because there's better ways to last longer than thinking about characters from your favorite TV shows. The secret to longer lasting sex is the Roman swipe. Clinically proven to last longer in bed. They're effective, easy to use, fast acting, and they don't require a prescription. Roman can ship swipes in a discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipe's packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. Easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry, and you are good to go. That's it. Go to GetRoman.com/Prime. You can get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/Prime. Jamie, set us up with this Michelle Tafoya situation.
Okay, before you do that, Jamie, you do that, I'm feeling some kind of way as a father, and I need you guys' help. Ron is not a father yet, allegedly, but Jamie is certainly. Okay. It's a little wrong somewhere. We just don't know about it.
I hope not.
Shador just texted me taking off. That means he's on the plane taking off. And he told me a week or so ago, Dad, I'm letting you know I'm old enough to go where I want to go. I said, no, you ain't. And I'm going to Miami on Monday, after we play. I say, so how all this going to work? You just going to fly there and kick it and where you staying and all? He said, Dad, I'm 19. Like, come on, Dad. Like, and I'm feeling some type of way, man. Like, I still got that, not only is that's my child, that's my quarterback. I got to make sure he's straight. So, am I wrong to want to, like, check on him? Because, I'm going to call down and make sure.
That's what you're going to do.
Make sure
you're going to do what you're going to do, though. I have no doubt you're going to call your folks. You're going to call your folks.
He's probably staying with my folks, most likely. He's staying with my folks. Because he's probably staying with one of my dear friends, Brian, down there, which he loves and adores, and Brian looks out for him. But I know my daughter's going, though. DeAndre's going. But see, I know why DeAndre's going. See, big sis look out for him.
Yeah.
Big Sis looks out for him, and Big Sis looks out for him, if you know what I mean. So,
I understand.
Exactly.
Vetting is important by Big Sis, but also Uncle Luke will be very important to you as well in case you need to call the cavalry.
No, I ain't calling no cavalry. No.
Coach, I know that you're going to do what you're going to do as a dad, but I also think a 19-year-old's going to do what a 19-year-old's going to do down there too. You know what I mean? Like
no, Ron, a 19-year-old with several NIL endorsements.
Right.
Drinking age is 21, though. Drinking age is 21.
My kids don't drink. No, one thing I don't worry about. None of my kids drink or smoke. They don't get down like that. I take that back. DeAndre drank. She's the only one.
But the thing is, Coach, I don't worry about none of your kids because of the seed planting.
True.
I mean, I understand. Cause trust me, I'm worried about my son. I got to schedule the appointment with you over the holiday for you to sit down with that joke. You know, I just got wherever it is. We got to come where I got to come. I need an hour and whatever I need.
No problem. Yeah. Let's get on to Michelle Tafoya.
So Michelle Tafoya reportedly, now I don't have all the details. What I've read in reports is basically she's come under fire and they pulled her off effectively some kind of way off NBC because of comments that she made. I believe it was on The View about Colin Kaepernick basically equated the NFL Combine to slavery.
That's not true. That's not accurate.
Exactly. And so I think that's what she purported.
I need to know what she really said because that's not accurate. That's not. So it ain't just black folks at the combine.
But that's one of the statements that kind of comes out of that camp from time to time.
You do know that. You know, basketball has a combine too, right? Like they got workouts. They got the same type thing.
Well, no, the slavery has to do with black people. See, you know what he's saying? That's what he's saying.
I know, but what I'm saying is basketball has the same type of workout system, sort of. You know,
but he's saying that's slavery too, though. I think the point of it is that's what he's saying.
No.
That's what he's saying.
It's a reach.
How do we evaluate people? Like, how do we evaluate athletes? Like, how if you're going into the MMA, how do you evaluate MMA fighters? You put them to a series of tests to see if they're worthy to fight in MMA. Like anything you do, you're going to be placed through a series of tests. What you think college is? College is a counter call of people that really want to go to the next level academically, which education. I don't understand that. Just because we're running, jumping, doing the things that we're doing that we're gifted to do.
But he's looking at it, and in his prism, he's thinking that it's only black people there as opposed to what a Bill Fralick, Tony Casillas, all these guys haven't come, Mike Ken, they're white guys who've been to the combine too. I'm just grabbing some names. But he only but when you look, if that's what your prism is, that's what your prism is.
I need to understand what she said because if she just said that's not true, she should not be.
She pretty much because you can't go. That's the point of it. It's the police. It's the we got to go. It's that thing, Coach.
It's not right, dog. Like
it
that.
Ain't right.
If that's all she said, that's not right. I don't see it that way.
Well, she might have expounded on what her positioning was. What you're saying, Coach.
I'm black as black can be. Okay, I've been keeping it 100 since '85, since I got on the darn scene. Okay, so it's no way in the world. I don't see it that way. I see it as an opportunity for us, not only just as a people, but athletes to get beside this guy and that guy and show that we got it, and we go to another level. I think there's some type of measurables in every sport. I'm sure soccer has it. We just don't know what it's called, but I'm sure every sport has it.
Well, I'm out, Coach. Y'all go ahead. I'll catch y'all Thursday.
Yeah, I'm a little upset with that one. Yeah.
You're allowed to be, though. You're allowed to be. All right, Jamie.
We can't make everything out of race. Now, when we play our card, we got to play our card. We got to play a card. Now we got to play a card.
That was a reach. He threw it down at the wrong time.
No, not she.
No, he. I said he.
Oh, he. Yeah.
See, that's really not the story. The story is he got canned. She got canned, if you will.
That's why I need to know what she really said.
But she didn't say. I'm telling you, she said what she said. She said what you said. She's saying she's articulating what you said and what I'm saying. But because of sensitive about Colin Kaepernick, we got to let her go.
We got to stop that foolishness.
That's what happened.
Some things we got to stop.
Sensitive about Colin Kaepernick, we got to let her. We got to let white women go.
Everything ain't about that. Trust me, I'm on the inside telling you, and I'm fighting. So I'm here. I'm in Jackson State right now. You see that's behind me. Come on. You can't be no more in it than I'm in it. I'm trying to get guys to that combine.
And I think that she is going to be back, but her comments were that no one pressured them and they weren't forced to go to the NFL, talking about the people. And she said, I thought comparing it to the slave trade was a little rough. These guys enter willingly. Right. They're the most well-cared for people. They played a hard sport, and every one of them, black, white, Latino, whoever was playing, will tell you how much they love it and that they're willing to do it, and they make a damn good living. And so I think she was off for a little.
You was reading her quote, right?
That was her quote.
That well said, well stated. I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
And I think she will be back. Yeah. All right, Jamie.
Not on the sidelines. All right. Later.
Cool. Good stuff. Let's start show 2, and then we'll go from there. Whenever you're ready, Coach.
Okay. Welcome to 21st in Prime. I see Ron. I see Jamie Dukes. That means I see fire. I see passion. I see words. I see articulation. I see us mixing it up, guys. Sponsored by Heineken 0, 69 calories. Only no.
No, you're right.
You're right. That's right.
And no alcohol.
69 calories.
That's right. Let me go again. Welcome to 21st in Prime. My man Ron, Jamie Dukes. We are ready to mix it up. We are ready. Sponsored by Heineken 0, 69 calories, 0 alcohol. Guys, let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it.
Coach, the Golden State Warriors that you once proclaimed dead.
When did I proclaim that? No, when did I proclaim that, Jamie?
Last year. It was last year.
Thank you. So, you got to check him, Ron, because he that's what he does.
It was last year. I do what I do, though. But but you did say that was kind of over. I was thinking you were saying it could never be formed again, but I'll just say that maybe that was for last year. Why are they where they are? What do you see? I know you ain't watching a lot, but I know you kind of people. I know you love basketball.
I think there's a lot of great basketball being played right now. I think it's only 2 or 3 teams that can really play this game and are capable of winning it all. They're playing really unselfish basketball. And I like that. I really do. Steph is being Steph. He's not being any different. And I love the new players that they've added and the roles that they're playing. And everyone's just playing their role. No one's trying to be anything more than they are. And they're playing pretty darn good defense as well.
I think that one of the main things that Steph Curry is showing this year is that he didn't need all the moves that other guys like maybe James Harden and Damian Lillard use, these kind of Euro step new moves that have been taken away from them, the kind of swipe through where they would get a foul on it. He doesn't need any of those moves because they took those away and Dame Lillard's numbers went down. James Harden's numbers went down. They took those away, and Steph's numbers went up. Steph keeps on doing what he's doing, best three-point shooter of all time. Draymond's obviously a brilliant basketball player. Andrew Wiggins was written off. Even though he was a number 1 overall pick, people expected more, but he's doing incredible things for them. And guess what? They're going to get James Wiseman and Klay Thompson back into the mix. They were already a scary team. They're about to be even scarier. It's a good time to be a Warriors fan.
What is wrong with the Lakers? Too old?
Okay. The Lakers they're the big 3, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of.
I only seen 2. I've only seen 2 all year. I'm sorry. I like AD, and I don't dislike anybody. But come on, dog. Like LeBron's gonna be LeBron. You know, he's gonna be LeBron. And then give me my other point guard. I love him. Russ Westbrook. Westbrook's gonna be Westbrook. He's gonna do his thing. He'll have some turnovers here and there because he handles the ball, but he's gonna do his thing when it counts. I need the big fella to be the big fella. The thing that hurt me the most, James, I'm serious, man. It's hard for me to look at him the same ever since that game against Young.
Milwaukee, yeah.
No, I can't. I'm trying to. I'm adjusting my TV, trying to look at him the same, dusting it off in there. It's hard because he didn't want that. And that hurt me.
I think that when LeBron wears his GM hat, he winds up having all of his friends be on the team. He wants people that he knows from the Olympics and from the All-Star games. But if you had let a GM really build around LeBron, you'd be able to build like a modern, complete team around him.
What's wrong with the pieces he just articulated?
Oh, the pieces he got are good.
Westbrook is one of the best point guards in the game.
They're not doing their job.
Yeah.
They're just not. You got one guy not doing his job. I think that's it.
I don't know. I think that if you allocated those resources a little differently, if you kind of had younger guys, two-way players who weren't so concerned with their ego, getting their shots up, being a member of a big three, I think that might be a little bit more complementary of LeBron's skill set. Some guys who can shoot threes, also play defense, and who aren't wrapped up in the glitz and glamour of living in LA. I feel like that.
I don't
60. They have 60. Like if I want a big three, I just need 60, 65. Okay, 20, 20, 20. I need 65 points out of the big three. Everybody else get the rest. There's 40 points with all the other guys. Fourth, fifth guy, couple guys off the bench. That's good. They should be able to do that.
But I think the problem is it's not
the
the
big three ain't giving that. They're not giving their 60.
It's the big 2.5. No, they're getting 60 between Bron and Westbrook. They'll get 60. But they got 2.5 stars. That's the problem. It's the half. The dude you're talking about is a half star. Dude, I don't think dude broke his confidence, but dude may have broke his confidence.
But he always goes down too. He always get injured.
He's hurt. Yes, always.
Like always.
Tissue
this
paper.
This ain't just an occasional thing. It's like, thank you for not saying what I was getting ready to say, Lord. I appreciate you. I was getting ready to say something that would have got me in trouble. Yeah, he is consistent.
What about the kid in New Orleans? 300.
When is he gonna play? I forgot about it.
They say he's 300 and have you look
First
on
of
your
all,
phone.
I saw him on the commercial. Looked like he had just ate. Did you see the commercial that I saw? You saw the commercial? Come on, man. There's no way if I'm representing you, I'm gonna let you shoot that commercial like that.
That's his face, though.
He is a soft drink commercial, and dog, you look full. Look like they had just got finished eating, man. I was like, dog, you get big, dog.
He's got resting, I just ate face. He just always
wrong? Like what's bodily wrong with him right now? I don't know. What's wrong?
I think it's a knee or something like that. I think that's what happened.
Well, I can see. Well, if it's the knee, that means he can't run and move, and you can't burn that. You can't burn those calories.
They say I saw a picture of him the other day. I thought they enhanced the picture. You know,
you gotta stop.
I literally
you gotta stop.
Look.
Hey, can we put a picture? Can we just put a picture from the commercial up on the screen of him? I just want you to see it because
and then put a picture of him last year. From last year. And then put a picture up from last year.
No, I want to put a picture up of that commercial. That's the one.
Right, I'm saying, but both of them so you can see where he went, though, also. After you see that.
Commercial, man. That just ate.
The problem is, too, that it's a foot injury. And so it's like, if he weighs this much, isn't that going to make it a little bit harder on his foot? I don't know how you lose the weight, though. If you have to do, like, the arm pedal bike at the rehab or something.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah, that's what they got me doing. The arm pedal. I ain't got time for that. That's what that's going to do for me. I did that one day. So
that's your upper body's fresh, coach.
No, dog. I'd rather get the dumbbells and get the curls, get them shoulders. That's what I'm getting ready to do now. Go to Texas 2 days and hit it 2 a days and get right.
All right, coach. Check this out. Okay, so statement was made that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. I think he passed Ray or right there with Ray Allen. I don't think anybody can argue that he's the greatest shooter that the game has ever seen. I mean, just some of the trick shots that he's done. The other part of that, though, is that Kevin Durant is the greatest all-time scorer. Agree or disagree?
Man, Kevin Durant to me is unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Michael Jordan was unstoppable too. I'm just asking a question. I'm just saying.
Kevin Durant. Well, you didn't let me finish. Kevin Durant is unstoppable, but there's no way I would put him over Jordan. Like Jordan started all this. Jordan is the genesis of scoring. Jordan is just, it's no way you could stop him, period. Kevin Durant is ridiculous though, man. People could have a great argument because I'm from the Jordan era, I would lean to Jordan. I feel like many people, because they didn't see the Jordan era, they would lean to Durant because of they're in the Durant era.
I think both of them maximize their physical talents in the way that, in the best way that they could. You know, Kevin Durant was never going to be the exact type of player that Michael Jordan was. He's not going to be able to play above the rim, but Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to have the exact same offensive arsenal that Kevin Durant has. So it's like comparing Monet to Van Gogh.
Look at you. Look at you, Monet to Van Gogh, all fancy and stuff.
I thought he was talking
though.
about the singer. I ain't know what he was talking about.
I look at it a little different, though. You know, to me, Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. It's like a cake. I got to come back to food.
Look at you. Comparing it back to food.
You don't make a cake just strictly out of flour. Michael Jordan, the competitor, unprecedented in the sport. Michael Jordan, the defender, unprecedented in the sport. The leadership, you know, like it or not, but he ruled with an iron fist, which is required, isn't it, Coach Prime?
Yes,
to rule with an iron fist. So those are pieces. But to say as a scorer, I do believe that Kevin Durant could be perceived in one category superior to the greatest player of all time, because again, he's talking about 6'11" with a 7'7" wingspan that could play above the rim. He can play anywhere. Jordan could be stopped where Jordan got to turn around back up in the trees. There is no stopping Kevin Durant on any point.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You were talking about scoring. So we just go to scoring titles and get it over with.
Well, if Kevin Durant wanted to win the scoring titles, don't you think he could have?
You can't say if.
Well,
so that's like you said, if Jordan wanted to score 30 or 40 every game, he could have. You can't just say that.
He could.
But you can't if this situation.
Well, no, but I think that from a scoring perspective, that Kevin Durant, when you look at the arsenal as far as a pure scorer, I could see an argument that he could be the greatest scorer of all time. Just score, not best basketball player.
I still feel like Jordan is the best scorer of all time.
Okay.
Because he proved it, for one. Secondly, anytime he wanted to, he could have put up 50. Anytime. And he didn't have a competitive disadvantage like you said KD has, being 6'11". I told you I stood beside him one time and I felt like Bushwick Bill. I'd never do that again.
It is. You're looking all the way up at him. It's an uncomfortable guy to stand next to.
It's very uncomfortable to be looking up at a man like that. You don't want to do that.
And he's a strong guy.
Coach, I know you're a big J.J. Watt fan, and Ron, I'll let you sell something in just a second.
I love J.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt, congratulations to T.J. Watt. He just became the all-time leading Pittsburgh Steeler, which is saying something, and they 20-something Hall of Famers, sack leader on a season. He is on pace to actually pass Strahan, potentially, Strahan, for his sack record. Would it ever be possible in your mind that TJ would have the better career than JJ?
It could be. The game is much different. Everyone's throwing much more, so you have many more opportunities for sacks, not like the Strahan era, but that could be a possibility. We just don't think aloud like that because he's the younger brother, and we rarely see the younger brother exceed the older brother. But lately, we've been seeing a lot of younger brothers exceed the older brother.
These Bosas over there, they're both pretty scary. What and speaking of scary, what pass rusher historically do you think struck the most fear in the hearts?
Lawrence Taylor.
That was the answer I was looking for.
Stop the conversation. Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that's for you. I want you to look up Ron. I know you know who he is. Reggie White and the hump. See, Lawrence. Lawrence is gonna run around. We know Lawrence. Lawrence is the greatest. I'm not saying that at all from that standpoint. I think the best defensive player ever though was Reggie White.
I don't believe none of that.
I understand.
I think the best defensive player was right here.
Well, I'm an interior pass rusher.
No. You said what you said. You said what you said. You said what you said, and you meant it. You meant it. You meant like M-I-N-T.
These are categories.
You meant it.
These are categories.
I ain't got time for categories. You said what you said. It wasn't no fraudulent slip. You've said it several times.
No, that's Jerry Rice on offense.
Yep. You said it several times.
Yep.
No. Ron,
Okay,
don't go wrong because he said he's been disrespectful his whole life.
It's just it depends on what you find scarier, cocaine or Christianity. If you want to go between Reggie White,
right. That's not right, Ron. That's not right. Let's go to the next subject because that's not right.
We got to go sell something now. We got to go now.
Let me talk about.
I want to know right now. I don't want no dissertation. Just two teams. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Jamie,
Tampa, and Kansas City. Repeat.
I'm saying Green Bay and New England.
I'm saying Green Bay and Kansas City.
That's good. It's because it's going to be one of these quarterbacks or Belichick, basically.
Somebody pulled on Tom Brady's cape on Sunday, and he put up a donut. I wouldn't pull on Superman's cape. I believe that the injuries are going to get back the players that are not there. If Bruce Arians, I don't believe he was, but he was ever thinking about getting rid of Antonio Brown.
It's a woman just walking behind you. I just want you to know.
Yes, that's Paola.
Paola Paola. What'd you say?
Paola, not Paola. That's what they did.
Paola. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just saying. I just thought you should explain.
Don't you have a housekeeper?
No, but not to cut round when I'm doing a show. Not to cut in the back when doing the show. I'm just saying. I wanted you to explain. I tried to give you a chance to explain for the viewers. Just see somebody cut through the back of the screen. Yes. Okay. I trust you and I believe you.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, somebody cut through the screen. Like if somebody walked behind Ron right now, like Ron, you know somebody just walked behind you.
You have a question, yeah? You would at least you wouldn't ignore it.
I'm just letting you know. They saw that. I just want you to know.
I need help. I'm a single dad.
Yeah, she had a housekeeper's walk. She did have a housekeeper's walk, so you protected. I'm just letting you know what transpired.
Hey, schedule changed a little bit here, so we got to.
I'm just letting you know what transpired behind you, dog. That's all.
All right, Jamie.
I'm out of here, man. I'm through with y'all, man.
Take it easy, my friend.
Ron, you want to do that cross country read for the second episode, and then we'll get back to the first episode with the Pepsi.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
And thank you so much, Jamie. We appreciate you. And just like every time, this episode is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage. Cross Country Mortgage is just like us at Barstool, a people-first group of people dedicated to the fundamentals of mortgage lending, which result in fast, convenient, and less stressful home financing or refinancing experience. Rates are unbelievably low. Don't pay the bank more than you need to. Our friends at Cross Country Mortgage will make it simple to figure out how much you can save on a monthly basis and over the life of your loan. The numbers can be staggering, and you could be leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table over the life of that loan. And it could be working for you in other places. Like I said, rates are at an all-time low. They might not get this low again. So call today for a fast, free rate quote. Our partners will save you a ton of money. Call today, and our friends at Cross Country Mortgage will give you a free home valuation. That's free for you just for calling. Don't miss the window because those rates might creep up on you. You never know. Go to crosscountrymortgage.com/barstool to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing your current mortgage. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, all loans subject to underwriting approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
That don't make sense.
Okay, so Pepsi.
Back to this first show?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you want to do the Pepsi segment?
We do Pepsi segment first, and so Prime, you could start off basically just say this is our Pepsi trash talk segment. We're highlighting the team's trash plays to throw out, blah blah blah, and then this is that right there. So trash is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is our Pepsi's trash talk segment. We're highlighting one team's trash plays to throw out and another team's great plays to recycle into next week with Pepsi's Trash Talk sustainability platform. And number one is Tom Brady and them get shut out by the Saints 9-0. Brady goes 26 for 48, not bad. 214 yards, no TD, one pick. And the offense couldn't get it rolling against the depleted Saints team without Sean Payton. Do I read it? Recycle? Recycle. Dan Campbell, Lions shocked the world and put a beat down on the Cardinals, 30-12. That was a beat down. Goff. You remember the castaway, Jared Goff? 21 for 26, 216, 3 tubs, no interceptions. The Lions' future under Campbell. He's making a late run to stay.
Yeah, both of them, Jared Goff and Dan Campbell, might be sticking around the way that they're playing right now. But I mean, teams are going to lose. The Cardinals are going to lose. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to lose some games, and it seems like the Saints have their number. Like you can't expect a perfect season from them.
You have some coaches. That's what people forget. Some coaches have other coaches' numbers, regardless of the pieces that you have on the field. Some D coordinators have some O coordinators' numbers. That's just it. And the Saints seem to have the number. That's just flat out. Now, the Cardinals, on the other hand, I think they just walked in there just like we did, assuming the other team is going to lay down and you're going to have your way with them, just like we did. And you end up getting your butt kicked. And that's what happened. They're into the same score, ironically.
Yeah, honestly.
I believe that's what happened. They went in there thinking they were going to the Lions were just going to lay down, and they end up getting their butts kicked.
Yeah, the Lions had some fight in them, but it did make me a little bit. I don't think that the Cardinals are a bad team because of this, but it does make me suspect of their ability to win Super Bowl this year based on their ability to kind of get caught off guard like that. But I wouldn't call them trash by any standpoint, though.
No,
the Cardinals still have something, and you can know a difference, and you can make a difference, and you can be a team player and recycle with Pepsi and their sustainability platform.
There you go.
Coach, we never got to talk about maybe the biggest news story in all of college football this past week.
Not maybe.
Definitively, you're right.
Not maybe.
Because what happened was a historical moment. It wasn't just a story that happened in the news that you see in a headline. It was something that is going to change the landscape of college football maybe forever. And we're talking about you pulling the number one recruit in the country away from some other school. Who knows about what other school you pulled him away from? But now he's going to be coming to Jackson State. And even this weekend, I'm seeing highlights of him all over the place. I see him listed as a D-back. Then I see him climbing the ladder as a wide receiver, making some of the most ridiculous catches that I've ever seen. Can you give us some insight into this signing, how this came to be, and maybe something exclusive for the 21st and Prime audience?
Well, I got to give love to the coaching staff. Pretty Tony's what they call it. Matter of fact, he just walked in. They did a phenomenal job of recruiting. They did a phenomenal job of informing the kid, the parents, the family members, the supporters of who we are, what we are, and how we are. And by the time I got to meet the family, they were already close. And just being 100, not promising nothing, we couldn't deliver. And we don't do that. Like, we don't promise NIL deals. We don't promise you're going to start. We don't promise, you're going to get this number. No, you're going to come here and work your butt off and earn everything you get. That's just how I get down. And just being transparent with the family, just being transparent, especially with the mother, because mama don't play. You can tell mama don't play, and she runs things. And just being 100 and straight up and telling the kid the first time I met him, I said, you're going to play both ways here if you're worthy. He said, what do you mean by that? You got to be worthy. You got to be built for this, because I did this before. You got to be in shape. You got to be you got to be second to none on both sides of the ball. And I'm going to take care of you to make sure you're successful, because I know what I see. And I know that game. And I know what you're trying to accomplish. I'm your navigation system.
I love it.
Because I know where you want to go in life. And if you allow me to be that box, that cut man in the corner saying left, right, left, right, left, you're going to win this fight. You're going to win this fight. And pretty much along with some other thoughts and processes with the parents, we got it done, man. We got it done.
What's
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what is the importance of going to an HBCU to an 18-year-old? What do you think he sees in an HBCU, and what do you think attracted him to that life?
I know he saw the experience of the defensive staff. Dennis Thurman played in the NFL, coaching in the NFL for a multitude of years. Kevin Mathis, 10 years in the NFL as defensive back coach. Then me, magna cum laude of all corners. He saw that, and he saw how genuine and how authentic we were. And then he came on a visit to the homecoming. Like, if you ever want to lose a kid, allow him to come to HBCU homecoming. It's over. The pageantry, the response, the noise, the love, the commitment, the passion is unbelievable at an HBCU homecoming. It is unbelievable. And we had 60,000 in the house, packed house, and it was electric.
Yeah,
right?
And
Booze was here.
Yeah, I want to know what Booze thought about it.
And Booze was here.
Quite probably, it actually was the greatest spectacle I've ever seen in my entire life.
Thank you, Booze. I didn't even have to pay you for that.
Yeah, that's Booze talking. That's Booze talking honestly. But I mean, the fact Travis Hunter and Jackson State is going to be, like you said, you showed the way to him, but he can kind of show the way to other people, and he can show the way that there are other. I mean, obviously, you want them to go to your HBCU, you want them at Jackson State, but this is a viable path. And do you think that there's a way that this kind of restores some of the glory and power to HBCUs?
It definitely does. It makes people think, why not? Why not? You got to understand the advantage is the facilities. The advantage is housing. The advantage is the training tables. The advantage is the training room. The advantage is all of those things. And we just got to improve on that. We're here in Jackson State. We already have all that. We're really a Power 5 located in an HBCU address. So we really operate in that realm. And other HBCUs, they're going to operate in that realm as well. What we've done and what Travis Hunter has done is infected and affected all HBCUs. And I'm seeing 3- and 4-star kids go to other HBCUs, and I love it because there's some great coaching. Some of these guys can really coach their butts off. Some of these players can really play their butts off. We just played a kid and got our butts kicked. Secondary guy in the secondary, 2 guys in the secondary, I really think are pros. They played their butts off, man. I really do. Then they had a receiver that was very dominant against us, the one that you told us that didn't hit the dance. He needs the opportunity. He needs the opportunity to go to the next level because our corners are pretty good.
Yeah,
our corners are pretty good, and he went to work. And he made the plays he needed to make over tight coverage, and he played a great game, man. So that guy, not just because of that game, but because of his consistency, he deserves a shot.
For sure. And I think that this week, there were a lot of stars on the field. You had a lot of stars in your lifetime, in your life, though, this week. Yeah. A lot of people, not only who are reaching out to the team, if we're talking about Jamie Foxx, if we're talking about Snoop, if we're talking about T.I., if we're talking about Jeezy, I could go on. But somebody reached out to you. I saw The Rock reached out to you this week.
Now that is different.
That's different.
Now that's different. And you know what? I'm reaching back out to him because guess what? Guess what The Rock has? What does The Rock have? The Rock has a whole league.
Oh.
You forgot about that. See, The Rock has a whole league, and guess what? I'm in the business of getting my kids to the next level. So I don't give a darn if it's the NFL, as long as it ends with an L, league, that's what I'm about. All right. I don't care what it starts with, but I wanted to end with an L where they've been compensated for their services. So I'm reaching out right now to his management team to get to The Rock and say, look, man, I want to be a pipeline to your league.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you're even, I mean, that guy, obviously you're one of the bigger stars in this world, but that guy's a pretty big star in this world. Yeah. Have you ever had any kind of correspondence with him before? Was this out of the blue?
No. I mean, first of all, you got to understand we're very fond of each other. Florida, he played for Miami, I played for Florida State. So, you know, all that, everybody keeps up with one another, and just his catapult, him catapulting to what he's become it's admirable because he does it right. He does not do it profane. He does it right, and he's a great father and a great dude. You know, both of us are with Under Armour, and through the course of our people, you know, we have communicated through that aspect, but not face to face and nothing like that. But I really admire him. I really Rock is, you know, Rock is like when you say Jordan, you stop. When you say The Rock, you stop. One word. It's a few people in this country, one word, one name, and you got it. You don't have to say the whole name. All you got to say
Four
Rock.
letters. 4 letters. That's crazy. He got it down to 4 letters.
Yeah.
You
Jordan,
got 5 letters.
Oprah, Oprah, all that. Like in some people, you just say one name and it's good. It's good. It's
Jay,
good, and he is everyone.
Yes, for sure. Coach, I mean, he's about drive, like the power. He stays hungry. You know what I mean? He devours.
Right.
It's crazy. But so let's talk a little boxing, Coach. Jake Paul, obviously, we saw what he did out there.
Oh, my God.
That was
they gotta stop. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be honest with it. They take him for granted because he's white. They do. The dude can fight, man. They got to stop taking this dude for granted, man, and stop looking at the color and look at what this guy's doing. Like, this guy can fight. He can really fight.
And it's all knockouts. He has power.
Oh, my God. I'm not talking about, like, petty knockouts. I'm talking about sleep knockouts. Sleep.
Yeah,
like
not a count.
I prayed. When he hit the dude, I prayed. Like time he hit him. Thank you. Lord help him. Lord help him. Help him. Lord help him. I'm saying, like, dude, like, it's no way I want a child. I want my child to see me like that. People need to leave those Pauls alone, man. Leave any Paul. I don't care if it's a brother on the street named Paul. Leave them alone. Leave them Pauls alone, man.
But did you see who wants smoke next time? Le'Veon Bell said he needs to show. He needs to. Yes, Le'Veon needs to.
Against who?
Against
Not
he wants to fight Jake Paul. Yes,
he don't want that. He don't want that. He
want to
be in the other. No, Le'Veon want to be in the one that Frank Gore was. I don't even want to talk about that one, dog. Like that. I love Frank Gore. He's one of my favorites, and he should be a Hall of Famer. But like that stuff is unforgettable. Like you can't erase that kind of stuff.
When you saw that look on his face, you don't get to see the look on the face in the game.
He did like this. He got hit. Like, dog, like you don't. I didn't want to see him like that, man. I never seen Frank like that.
It was shocking.
What was the odds? Everybody thought because the other guy was a basketball guy that Frank was going to eat him up. Oh, my goodness. When I saw Frank go through the ropes, man, I cried.
I felt bad for him. Yeah.
I actually cried, man. This stuff got to stop. Like, some of the athletes, unless you into boxing, like Ocho, Cinco, or Pac-Man, and those guys kind of into it, man, don't get in there like that with those dudes, man.
Yeah, that was he's been hit by Ray Lewis, and it still seemed like he was being surprised there. He's been hit by the most ferocious defenders in the NFL, throwing their whole body at him with a helmet on. And boxing is just a whole different game. Boxing is just
goodness. I felt sorry, but you can't erase that stuff. And everybody need to leave those Pauls alone, man. Like this dude is knocking folks he putting them to sleep. He's not just knocking them out.
Yeah, it was scary.
He timed it. And he dropped that, and next thing you know, he was snoring.
Yeah, it's a scary time for guys trying to box him, and it's only a matter of time before he's actually fighting against heavyweights. I saw he had the $1.2 million shorts on, though, Coach. Why don't you have the $1.2 million shorts?
Because I got kids. I got kids, and I got responsibilities. And I got common sense. He's still young and naive. No, man.
He put the Rolex on the shorts. I saw that he had a Rolex just as part of the shorts. I don't know how that's gonna.
Yeah. It would have been if it would have been me. It'd have been a knockoff. It'd have been a knockoff Rolex in the short.
You had the bootleg on there.
Yeah, I had the bootleg. Who knows? Who would have known? Who would have known?
Nobody's checking. Nobody's checking.
Checking. I can say whatever I want. And nobody's checking. They think I'm
the shorts.
anyway.
Are the shorts TikToking? Is that a real shorts? They're listening up to it.
Probably
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you every time. This is 21st and Prime for Coach Prime, for Jamie Dukes. I'm Rome. We'll see you guys later this week.
Awesome. Just a few more topics. Rome, we got one more advert to toss in there. I would say do it like after the Lamar Jackson topic.
Got it.
And whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, the Ravens almost won a game without Lamar Jackson. I didn't expect them to be in the game. They covered the spread. I know that's not your forte, but they were in the game the entire time without Lamar Jackson. And you really have to think that that's a testament to their coaching staff, because all the injuries that they've had throughout the season at running back, at cornerback, now they're losing an MVP caliber quarterback. There's no such thing as moral victories, but is Jim Harbaugh one of the more underappreciated coaches in the game?
Yeah, probably, but this is not where I'm going with this. I feel like the quarterback that replaced Lamar Jackson, first of all, they're really intelligent because they get a quarterback that's with the same type skill set, so you don't have to change the offense. I love that. I adore that. That's very smart.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah. He's been playing his butt off. And the thing, he's been doing some things I don't feel like Lamar has been doing. He's been hitting his checkdowns. He's been getting rid of the ball expeditiously. When it's time to run, when it's time to throw, he's been making the right decisions. And he's been putting his team in a good place to win. He hadn't been sabotaging them some type of way. You know, some quarterbacks seem like they're sabotaging the darn team. This kid has been playing like he's a starter, not a backup. And I'm proud of him. Now, defensively, they've had some hurdles because they've lost, I think, several corners this season, but they're still fighting. And Coach Harbaugh is doing a wonderful job. You can't take that away from him. But offensively, man, this kid has really come in there and playing like a starter.
Yeah, Coach, when you think about coaches who are underrated, who do you think about in the league? Do you think there are any coaches who really aren't getting their just due in the job that they've done in the league?
No, because they're in the league. Shoot.
So there's no such thing as underrated if you're in the league?
You're in the league. It ain't it's not another league. So you got it. If you're in it, you got it.
So there's nowhere else to go for them
not at all. You know what I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I don't know if you know this is true, because I follow gospel music, I follow R&B, I follow all kind of music.
Ooh, I love Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin's my guy.
Right. Why does it seem like regular R&B singers, when they get older, they lose their voice and that but gospel singers can keep it until they're 100 years old? Tell me what is that?
Do you think that it has something to do with the lifestyle that these R&B singers are living? Maybe they're having a little bit more alcohol that they're drinking. They're not on the Heineken 0.0s. Maybe they're living a little bit harder, and the only thing that these gospel singers are drinking is the communion wine.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I am not going to say that. And everybody in church ain't in church. But listen here. It just behooves me that I've seen people, up in age, go and grab a microphone in church unannounced. Someone just passed them the mic and just want them to sing, and they tear the house down. But then you see an R&B person on stage at a concert, one of those throwback concerts, and you're like, man, come on, dog. Don't do yourself like that. Don't just lip sync. I don't know if it's the hard living or what is it, but it seems as though these persons never lose it, but they do.
Yeah, like maybe they blew it out. Is there a way that you could kind of like blow the vocal cords out, like fry your own vocal cords? But then I see guys like Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett's like in his 90s, and he's still coming out with albums.
Yeah, still got it.
Yeah, there's some people that still got it, and I'm jealous. I'm trying to figure out what way to keep the voice going.
Best concert you've ever heard or the best singer you've ever listened to live?
Well, so this isn't the best singing, the best performance, but it was the most fun that I ever had at a concert. And I didn't realize how many hits this guy had. I went to a Ludacris concert at Bonnaroo, and he had the crowd going so insane. It was like that old DMX concert where you see the footage and there's 300,000 people there as far as the eye can see. And we're walking through the concert, and he's playing "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way, Get Out," and it just it's like he created like a single mind for everybody in the concert. Like he had everybody just moving together like they were one organism. It was truly a sight to behold. It was the most fun I've ever had at a concert.
Luda ain't no joke. Like Luda can entertain. I'm sitting up there. When I ask you, I lost the person. Help me. Him plays the piano. Very eccentric.
Elton
John. I saw Elton John live.
Yeah.
In California at some benefit. I think the Pump Brothers put it on. And when I tell you, his voice was like it was a record, and it wasn't a record. He was playing live, and it was unbelievable. And I was just captivated by the crispness of the sound. Like, the production of this whole thing was unbelievable. And he just put on a show and barely ever got up from the darn piano.
Yeah, those guys who could play the piano and sing are different. They're a different breed because the way that they understand music, the way that their brain compartmentalizes music is crazy. They just get it at such a different level. They're hitting all the notes like a Billy Joel type of thing. Like that. That's the type.
Now, I saw one other that when I was playing baseball for the Reds, or it might have been the Braves, and this guy was performing, and I took half of the team that wanted to go there, and I loved it. Morris Day and the Time. Morris Day and the Time, and Jerome brought that mirror out. It was over for me. Over.
At Jungle
Jerome brought the mirror out to Morris Day, it was over. Over.
Coach, have you ever been disappointed by a concert though? Because one time I went to I was in college and I paid $180 for a Bruce Springsteen ticket. So when I was in college, that was a lot.
It's a lot of money today. What you mean in college?
Exactly, especially in college then. But then Bruce Springsteen was up there singing, and it sounded like what you're talking about with these R&B singers. That his voice just didn't carry like it used to. It was like, baby, we were born to run. And he wasn't born to run anymore. And I felt like I was disappointed in Bruce Springsteen. Have you ever gone to a concert and been like, I don't know if they have it anymore?
No, because I'm not really a concert guy.
Yeah.
I'm not really a concert guy. So I haven't been to many concerts. I tell you, one of the most exciting concerts I've been to as well, when Hammer was Hammer.
Oh, really?
When Hammer was Hammer, I don't think there was a more lively concert ever. When MC Hammer was MC, what I mean by was in his prime, he's still Hammer. But when he was in his prime and he was selling out Coliseums, it was nothing like it, man. The energy, the amount of people on stage, the choreography, it was unbelievable, man. Like, it was crazy.
When everybody was on stage, were they like hype men or were they all
no.
dancers?
It was one hype man, but everybody else was dancing, synchronized. I mean, they were hitting it. And Hammer did his thing. He changed 2 or 3 times and killed it. It was a great concert. He put on a great show. Now, I seen Bobby Brown go to work. New Edition, my boy. First of all, I much love to Michael Bivins. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites ever. And he's the catalyst for a lot of that. Matter of fact, he just hit me over this past weekend, man. I love that dude to life. But New Edition, man, dude, off the chain. But I saw Bobby perform in when Bobby was Bobby. I ain't talking about not the big Bobby. I'm talking about the Bobby was Bobby.
Young Bobby.
Young Bobby.
Yeah, when he was just he was glowing. I want to if we're talking, I would love to have seen James Brown sometime. When he was young, doing splits.
Yeah,
that would have been incredible.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen James Brown, but honestly, I would have loved to see Michael. I saw Michael at a halftime show in the Super Bowl, but that ain't the same. That ain't the same. That ain't the same. I want to see Michael in a concert. I want to see him do his thing.
When he's the main act.
Yeah, when he's just it. I ain't want to see the brothers. I don't want to see the five. I don't want to see five. Other 4, 3, 2, I just want to see one. That's it.
Because I appreciate it when someone gives it all on stage, and those are the type of dudes that are really giving it all. It wakes you up like a cup of Black Rifle coffee, a Black Rifle veteran-owned coffee company that's been serving premium coffee to people who love America. And veteran CEO and founder Evan Hafer spent over 7 years on the ground overseas with U.S. Special Forces as a CIA contractor. Evan even modified his gun trucks during the invasion of Iraq to grind coffee anywhere. And Black Rifle Coffee Company is continually committed to supporting veteran law enforcement and first responder causes. They have imported high-quality coffee beans from all over the world and roast 5 days a week at our facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, and Salt Lake City, Utah, right here in the USA. The best way to enjoy Black Rifle coffee is by joining the coffee club. You pick your perfect roast, how much and when you want is delivered to your door, and we'll take care of the rest. It's up to you. You just got to sign up, and that's free. You get free shipping, discounts on your partner brands, and all you got to do is go to blackriflecoffee.com/prime. You use code PRIME to get the freshest coffee in America shipped right to you. Coach, I want to ask you about this player that I've seen. He's kind of been taking Instagram by storm. He's a one-armed basketball player called Hansel Emmanuel. Have you seen him?
Yes. Who hadn't seen him?
He's crazy. He might be
like, has he got offers? He got to have offers already because the kid is unbelievable, man.
I think he just got an offer to like Tennessee State or something like that.
Man, please, we better offer him here at Jackson State because, first of all, you talking about overcoming adversity. You talking about keep it going no matter what. You talking about I'm gonna do this regardless of my situation. Man, please, this guy's a walking testimony. He is unbelievable, man. I love him. If I had a shoe company, I would endorse it.
Yeah, he's incredible. He really. Usually with a player like that, you'll see a highlight here or there, but there's extended sequences where he's crossing people over, dunking, getting back on defense, taking the ball coast to coast, jumping out of the gym.
Jump out the gym.
It's insane.
You know what? It's some people that you just wish. Well, you just wish to God. You want to say, Lord, just give him his other arm. Just it's some people. It's like you want to see Stevie Wonder. Lord,
yes,
just
let him see.
Just let him see. And some people you just want, Lord, just let him. Just. But I don't know if they would be that person if it wasn't that way. This kid, man, oh my God, he excites me so much, and I love him so much, man. He's a star. He's a star to me, man.
You know how I knew he was a star? Not just the way that he was playing, but the way that he was dressing. I saw he had the Gucci socks on.
Oh, no, he did.
With the Kobe's. He had the Gucci socks with the Kobe.
Yeah. He got swag.
Yeah, he has swag. He has one-armed swag, single-handedly changing the game.
He's packing gyms too, man.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah. I just read he went down to my hometown. That's the last tournament he played in. The Christmas tournament. It's a huge tournament down in Fort Myers, Florida. That every year a lot of top teams come down. And I just read that he went to that City of Palms Classic or something.
Ooh, might have lost you for a second. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, the one thing is, like, if you're playing against him, I feel like for the first possession, you might not D up all the way. You might say, okay, I'm going to let him have this one. I'm going to kind of go a little bit soft on him. I feel like I could just swipe the ball right out of his hand. But come that second possession, you really have to D up on him. Like no one can go half. You can't take it light on him because he has one arm, right?
No, you got to get in it. First of all, common sense would say, I'm going to take his right away. He got to go right. He got to go right. Then next thing you know, he crosses you, and I don't know how he does it. He crosses you and pick it back up with the right and dip on you. Next thing you know, you get flushed on. I've seen that because I'm sitting up there thinking, he got to go right. He got to go right. But he goes both ways with it.
Yeah, he could hit the sham god. He kind of goes across and brings it back.
That's what he does.
He does the sham god. Last one, Coach, before we get out of here. Tiger Woods has been playing golf with his son. And I don't know if you've seen the clips, but his son can ball. His son is nice. His son's only 12 years old, Charlie Woods, and he's playing with his dad. So they're playing 2-on-2 against other father-son combinations. And
I like that.
His son is putting it almost closer to the pin than his dad has been. They're playing out of this world. How does this journey with the way that he's raising his son to follow in his athletic footsteps, how does that parallel your journey?
Well, my journey is my journey. My kids are playing Steph Curry. I mean, his father was phenomenal. I think the best father and son combination ever to me really is that I've seen, that I know. The juniors, not the juniors, that was stupid. Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr., who played on the same darn team and hit a home run the same darn day. Who can top that? That was just like Steph Curry and his father, both of them hitting threes in the game. Or LeBron sticking around long enough so he alley-ooping to his son. So Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. are the best. I don't think no one would ever overcome that.
Anytime you get to play with your son is a whole different can of worms. But do you ever think about picking up those golf clubs? I feel like that's a game that ages.
I fish. I ain't golf. Everyone I know that plays golf are angry, like they mad. Why would I want to do something that's gonna get me mad? I got 115 kids on the roster that gets me mad at times. I don't need no more. I don't understand golf. I don't. If golf was in the hood, we'll be dominant. We'll really be dominant. But if it's that much grass around, we're gonna build something on it. Sure. So
you think that they're frustrated?
I like fishing.
Are they frustrated by golf, or are they frustrated and they're trying to get away from it with golf and meditate?
No, they're frustrated by golf. I don't know a satisfied golfer. I've never met one. Now, what I do know, this to be true, most golf courses, especially in the South, especially Florida, he's some good fishing, man. The best fishing you could ever imagine is on a golf course. Why you say that, Coach Brian? Because it's unfished. They put those fishing in a huge, man. When I played for the Braves, everybody rented houses like in this one division, and it was golf courses all around. Dude, I was out there hood, straight bucket, sitting on the bucket, corks, bobbers, pulling them out like no other. And you can't eat them because there's a lot of
pesticides.
Yeah, all that stuff is. You see a whole lump on the side of a fish. That ain't good, But I'm talking about Glavin, Smoltz, Avery, all of us, man. I had the whole team fishing. Then when I went to the Reds, me and Barry Larkin, Lenny Harris, we was fishing like crazy out there every darn practice, man, in spring training. So it's some good fishing on golf courses. That's all I need a golf course for, fishing, nothing else.
That's a life hack for the people. That's a little bit of extra information for the people out there.
Yeah.
Just a little bonus. Well, Coach,
I have never seen a happy golfer.
They're always cursing at the club. They're always looking at the club.
Yeah,
angry.
And clubs ain't cheap.
I saw Dan Beers launch a golf club about 45 feet last week.
Yeah, he probably threw it over there to where the beer stand was, so you go get it.
Yeah, he came back with a whole six-pack.
Yeah. Or the Heineken 0-0. No, not a 0-0.
Not him.
He was 99.99.
Yeah, the Heineken 100%. All right, Coach. We appreciate you. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to the family. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Jackson State, to your family. And
tell Miss Rona I said hi. I'm glad she didn't walk by like Jamie's girl / housekeeper walked by.
Yeah, we gotta find out what's going on with Jamie.
Find out what's really going on. Like, how can people be walking behind you like it's just regular.
She was comfortable.
She was really comfortable, man. I know you went off when the show went on. Baby, you can't. I mean, housekeeping.
Payola, you can't do that, Payola.
Yeah, you can't do that, Payola.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Coach.
Have a good
We'll catch
Christmas,
you next
Ron.
time.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Ron.
Let's go.